As we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 47. Switch, hey. Go, get out there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. There on the catch, Alfred Blue. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
46. Go, get out there. 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right. Try that to the other side. Gone! Here we go now. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hurry up, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
We go 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
46.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And his throw here is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. 36.
To the air again, Prescott. It's complete to Chris Conley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will run.
Here we go, 46. Gun.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got the hook up with Conley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
3-19. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, 4-8. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Good. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's complete to Kelsey. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is taken at the 23. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
46. 26.
First down, Prescott. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun. Let's go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Keelan Cole now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Prescott now. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Alfred Blue. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it's a fumble, and the Eagles have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken short. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Under.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Good. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go, 46, 46. Done. Here we go, 46. Gun. Hey, we're going right there. Gun. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch, hey. Woo. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right things. Read your keys. Do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. we go, 46. Go, 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 get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46. 26.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham.